moment of silence for last time I was over here in this area. The live stream did not go so well. So badly, in fact, that I erased it off my channel. I'm prioritizing sun in my life, sun and water and nature, because I've been going through it. Man. Well, I don't even have that one person who's like always on and never says anything. But life is crazy at the moment. Not crazy like chaotic in a good way. Like rushing around getting stuff done. Crazy as in it's so calm, there's about to be a storm. I just don't know what to expect. Pretty sure it's before the big calms that there's like a massive storm. But I have a moment here to sit in the like silence and calm before I have all my like errands to do later today. But it's sometimes like in these moments I'm like, how should I conserve my time? Because I don't know, doing a live stream when I have a time is like a wise use of time, but there's also moments when you like need the mental space to be alone and process stuff too. And so it's like, is a live stream actually a good use of my time? Because, you know, if you're also going through shit, you have to like take the time to sit with it and process it. And like last night was insane for me, but I don't know, it's just all like kind of hitting at once. I see someone's in here, but I can't see who it is. But yeah, I had a lot of stuff come up last night and even this morning, man. And then I'm like trying to get this other job stuff going, and had one interview, then had another interview. Well, the lady's like, I know you, so I don't really need to interview you, but I still have like no guarantee of the job. Then I have to get my kids signed up for school, and I have to find a, and then it's just like to get through the winter. It's a lot of crazy stuff right now. So I'm just gonna relish like these days that I have outside, because they're gonna be very limited. Soon I'm not gonna have any free time. But I ran my credit this morning. I applied for the Air Miles credit card. I downloaded the Poshmark app again, which helps me with my clothing business. I got stuff sorted. But I've been up since what time? I don't know. 3:30 in the morning. One of those times when your head just like won't shut off at all. No matter what. What does this say? I can't see if there's any comments. That's the problem about like doing live streams outside. If it's sunny, I can't see the comments, but... And I think soon my phone will overheat in the sun, which is fine by me, because then I'll just go swimming in water. I am swimming with my friend later today. She's going to meet me here, but might as well just enjoy it as many times as I can today. Little flower pebbles. But yeah, then I went to another place and I was talking about work, and they're like, well, if we train you, you can't leave. If we invest time in you, we don't want you to leave. And I was like, well, there's no guarantee with that. I tend to move around. I have a lot of experience different places, but I can't like promise you right now that I'm not gonna leave. So I think they're like, okay, well, the boss isn't in right now, but we'll talk. So basically everyone is saying they're possibly interested, but there's no guarantees. Probably for the first time in my life, I feel irresponsible, and I'm always very irresponsible. So that's shit. But it's like getting down to the wire and making some decisions. Is there any like, no comments, okay. Sometimes when, oh, there we go. Sometimes there's a lot of comments coming in at once, but normally if there's only like 1 or 2 people watching, they're in and out real quick. Especially when my energy is low, then it's like not a exciting live stream, but hopefully after the caffeine kicks in. I mean, who knows, after a sleepless night. I actually like got sick to my stomach this morning even, so interesting energies in the air all around. Don't forget to touch rocks and touch the earth and be outside today and drink your water. This looks like a tooth. Oh man. Now there's 4 people in. Is there a comment yet? No. Oh, what the heck is going on? Did I flip it around? I don't know. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just over here trying to enjoy one of like the last, no, this is like the last month of summer. It's not one of the last nice days. But this month has been like hotter than July, obviously. August is always hotter. I don't know. Are you guys going through? Are you going through it? I'm going through it. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather talk to strangers about stuff than friends, because I don't know, if you talk to friends about your personal struggles, then it's like, then they have to bear the burden too. Well, they don't have to, but like if they are a good friend, then they choose to, but then it's like too much because they have their own burdens, unless it's like a give-take relationship, you know? But if you're in a give-take relationship, then you both have to be like adding to the pot so the other one doesn't get drained. But like, really, your problems are your own and they're nobody else's, and the only one who can fix them and heal them is yourself. But sometimes, I don't know, it's just nice to have something. I don't know. Nature definitely gives you something, that's for sure. There's no one's company I'd rather keep than rocks and trees and skies and seas. Oh, it's been pretty private now. People are coming. Oh, crap. It's probably all the soccer boys. Something like that. Soon it's gonna be a full house because if the girls' team comes down here too, then the beach is gonna be full. Ah, that was a big splash. Okay, who's commenting? Someone is. JK, how much is your job? Something job at Walmart. Leave those. Love those stars on your face. Oh, thank you. Oh, what happened? Where'd my camera go? Is it off? I didn't mean to shut it off. What happened? Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know what happened. Okay. Stars face. Yes, that's kind of my thing. I don't know. It's funny. When I went to Florida, I didn't feel like I could do it there. And now, like downtown, my downtown, I'm like known for it, but I didn't feel like I could get away with it down there. I'm a very like small town girl, and then I don't know. I guess I still act like a small town girl in Florida. When we were running through the streets, oh, that was so much fun. I don't know. Those are the moments I live for, like the little tiny moments that maybe wouldn't mean anything to someone else, but they mean a lot to me. But yeah, I'm not at Walmart right now. I don't know if you watched my live stream before at Walmart. I'm not at Walmart right now. It got so loud. You know what? I always used to think that I liked noise, and I don't know if I do. Like action-packed, you know? Social environments, I think I just... Oh my God, yeah. I prefer quiet moments now as I get older. I forgot what, like, I don't know, it felt like to finish a book cover to cover. I don't know. It feels wrong now when I do it because I'm just so not used to it, but it's such a healthy thing. I can't even see if more comes. Why are you sad? What happened to the happiness in the voice? Okay, so I'm not meaning to be sad. I am sad. My life is shifting. I didn't sleep at all last night. I don't know, I just faced some stuff. I realized, shit. I don't know, I am always happy, so then if I'm sad, people are sure to notice, but I just realized there was a lot of things in life I never thought I'd freaking cry on the internet. A lot of things I thought I experienced in life, and then I realized I actually didn't. It just kind of stung a bit. I know, there was someone in my life that, like, I defended with my life, that they were, like, a good person, and then I realized it wasn't necessarily true, you know, and I don't know, a lot of my time was wasted there, and it was just a lot to handle, so I didn't sleep last night that well at all, and then I got up and packed for town because I have a lot of, like, appointments back to back. My one friend is getting a tattoo, so I'm gonna, like, photograph it for her when she calls me up there. So in between, I'm, like, down here at the river thinking out loud, basically, again, like I always seem to do. And then I'm meeting another friend to go swimming and talk. She's going through, like, a similar life transition as I am, and then later I'm gonna go get my hair redone as well. So just a lot of stuff back to back, and it's good to, like, I don't know, take a break and think about everything. But I don't know, yeah, I got, like, physically sick this morning too, which I don't normally do. And yeah, it's fun. But I'm actually like dealing with it. What type of dance do you like? Oh, thanks guys. You're very sweet. I don't feel like I look put together at all today, but I mean, my eyeballs are pretty red. Okay, whoops. So, anyways, sorry about that, guys. My phone overheated. So let's see. Love will be fun, but for the time's sake, leave everything out. Will you feel a lot better in private? Let everything out. You'll feel a lot better in private. Oh yeah, no, I normally don't ever don't ever cry. So it's, I don't know, maybe you guys asking me what was wrong was the thing that made me tear up. But normally I don't cry. I'm not that much of an emotional person. But yeah, basically, so my phone overheated. That's what happened. That's where I went. But it's good because all the other people left and I moved to the shade so I can actually see the comments. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think I should wait to do live streams till high energy, but I don't know. I also like want to be authentic about life, and like on this channel, I don't know, we all go through phases in life, and I don't want to like also pretend or like be fake or like not honest or real about like what I'm feeling, and you know. So I just one of the things on my channel is I want to be like the same in real life as I am in, you know, or online as I am in real life. And I think I am like true to that. And the thing is, most of the time I am like bubbly and giggly and stuff. But yeah, today, last night was a bit much. And I don't know, it's good to admit something when, I don't know, I used to like always keep stuff in and not ever talk about it. And you know, like if someone asked me if I was having a bad day, I'd be like, no, you know, like breeze past it, blow it over, just sit on it and ruminate. Instead, now I'm like, oh, look, this caterpillar. Now I'm honest, like, you know, if I actually have a bad day, I'd be like, no, you know what, not feeling it, not having a good day. Most natural person, you know. Thanks. I mean, that's the goal, is just to be authentic. And that's, I don't know, I feel like that's weird to a lot of people and sometimes like a turnoff, but I don't know, it is what it is. I've learned to live my life for myself, not for other people's opinions. And sometimes that comes at a price, it really does. But that's all right, you know. The best way I could explain it is, I don't know if you guys seen that kids movie Tangled. I actually really like that movie, it's cute. But the girl, when she was like going through stuff, when she's about to leave the tower for the first time, you know, and she knew her mother would be discouraged in her, and she's like, yay, I'm free, 1 second, and then the next second, you know, like, what have I done? That's exactly the mood I'm in right now. It's just like 1 second one way, 1 second the other. I don't know, it helps like when I'm around some of my close friends and I can be like open about it, because it helps like to, yes, if you have a bad day, you go for a party, enjoy the present moment. That's the thing, that's the other thing, like it helps to have friends that also think that way too, and like, okay, this is a moment we're living in, seize the moment, instead of like thinking too far to the future, like, oh, this could get out of hand, that could get out of hand, instead of like thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta plan for the future. Just like live in the moment. Oh, the jewelry, this is it's a hemp beaded bracelet, and I think it has like a bone button. I got this from a thrift store. I think it was like $2. Most of my jewelry's from a thrift store. And then these rings are all out from a local shop downtown called Sensi Side. I love the mushroom one. Let's not say why. But anyways, I really like this one. The second I saw it, I like things that are like really bright and colorful. So I think these are all like sterling silver. And then this one, and then this one I thrifted is just like a plastic. I'm not flipping it off, you ass. So this is a plastic ring. It fit my finger, you know, and I liked it because I like to mix like modern with vintage when it comes to like style. And this one is also from a thrift store. I don't know what, there's initials on it, CTR. I don't know what that means with like a shield, and the rest are flowers, but I liked it because it was like sterling silver and still colorful. Yeah, hemp is really cool, but I was actually down here the other day and there was a guy like hand making a necklace with hemp, and he gave it to me afterwards, but I don't know what it was. Maybe it wasn't hemp because hemp doesn't normally irritate skin, but I wore it around my neck for like 2 weeks and I never took it off, and it gave me like this massive rash in my neck. I don't know if you can see it in the film, but it's still like there. And I don't know, like something, I don't know, my body flares up easily if something is pestering it. I don't know if that's like a sign of a healthy immune system because your body's like immediately rejecting something, you know, or I don't know if it's a positive sign or a negative sign if your body immediately like rejects something. Absorb the sweat and irritated it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Well, also it was stuck on me, like I didn't, because it was tied onto me, I didn't take it off for like almost 2 weeks. And I went to Florida during that time, and it was just, the weather was nasty there, just like sweat filling every single pore. Like even if you took like 2 showers a day, even if you went swimming, it felt like you could never get rid of all the sweat and stuff. So I don't know, maybe that was the wrong time to be wearing a necklace that you couldn't take off. But yeah, I mean, normally if I have any sort of irritation, it shows up like immediately, and I think that's like both a bad and good thing, because then you can know if you're like allergic to something, but it's also kind of like frustrating when you have to be really careful. For the necklace or chain, I prefer gold or silver. Yeah, so this is my friend's necklace. I forget what stone she said it was. But I think this is also from the store downtown that makes the rings. Or I don't know if they make them, they sell them. But it looks like a similar vibe, so it's like silver. But yeah, normally I don't buy jewelry brand new, but when I was working at Walmart, the one lady had her hand like full of rings, and I was like, where did you get those? Those are all so cool, because they're very like individual. And she's like, oh, the store downtown. So then I went down there and I started slowly like stacking up. I would do like more like stackable ones, but I feel like, I don't know, it's pretty hard to actually find them that fit my finger. Like I'm drawn to a certain thing. Just like with clothes, every morning I have a lot of clothes, but I still know every single day exactly what I want to put on. I'm drawn to it. Like I'm drawn to the color, the outfit. Like I don't have to, it does not take me long to get ready as a girl. Like before I get out of bed, I know what I'm going to put on that day, and I have my mind like can picture my entire wardrobe. And if I like get rid of something that I know I love, then I can still like, oh dang, remember that dress? Like, oh, I wish I still had that dress or that shirt, because I remember every single thing. Do I have locks? Yeah, I do. So this is something I'm doing later. I'm getting these fixed. See, this is a ring too. It was a toe ring, and then I just put it around my lock. But they're getting they need a little work. I think I was rolling them like every single day, sometimes twice a day, and then life just got the better of me and I let them lie, and that's not good. So I'm getting them fixed. Yeah, I have locks. I mean, that is kind of a niche market on YouTube, like doing stuff to your locks. So I would like to eventually learn how to care for them myself, or maybe even do them. But as of right now, I have so many other things on my plate, it makes sense for me to just like go to someone else. So she's a friend, and she like does them in exchange for I don't know, maybe I should be like a personal clothing shopper for people because they like my style. You know, like on Etsy, they put bundles together, like you read a book, like, I don't know, a dark romance or mystery or something like that, and then it comes with a kit, like a candle or a perfume or something. I think it's called like Date with a Book box, and then it's like supposed to immerse you into the story. Like, what if there was an outfit, like cosplay kind of thing, or like you could be the character in the book. Like, I would read the book and figure out what the character is wearing and then send you a box of clothes like you're a character from the book. Excuse me. I do. I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting. I feel like I don't. I don't know, I'm always kind of like struggling with my skin and hormones. I switched to using like beef tallow, and I was like, because everyone was raving about it on TikTok, and I don't know if it's working for me at all. But yeah, I used to have really nice skin, and then I became a mother and gave all my everything good from my body to my kids. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have that much energy to give you guys today. I hope you're not too bored, but yesterday I did like 3 or 4 live streams because I went to the county fair, and then there was like, we walked around the fair, we went to the derby. That was fun. It's like a bunch of rednecks. Why don't I go for a swim? I don't know. I mostly come to the water to tan. I don't really go in the water that often unless I'm like dying of heat. I think it's because when I was a kid, my parents were both actually competitive swimmers. Like they in high school, they competed, and they never really taught us how to swim at all. So I don't know. I remember like, so my childhood was a bit different than most people's childhood. Like, we moved to Maine when I was 13, and the summer I was 13, I remember all my friends were like swimming at the water, like goofing off, hanging out together, and I was chopping trees down with an axe and getting, covered in pine sap. We literally had like home clothes because we bought 50 acres of land, home clothes, and then town clothes, because once you get covered in that pine sap, it's like hard to get off. But when I'm saying I was chopping trees down with an axe, I was like this, and then limbing them and then dragging the branches like all day long, 8-hour days. And I don't know, so that probably like messes with my idea of summertime, and I feel like I can't eat, like I feel guilty for like laying around or sitting around kind of, because I don't know, I should be using my time more wisely. I should be getting somewhere, but I don't know, I'm also learning to take breaks, and that's healthy for like mental health and processing crap, because there's a lot to process in life, and life is like so different than you expect. Like, what am I doing? What things do I like to do most? I don't know. Right now, I'm really digging being outside in nature. My favorite colors are blue and green, so they're very calming to me. And I mean, I could sit out here happily forever. I don't really need anything else. But I mean, besides this, I'm a foodie. I love food. I'm Italian, so I try to take regular food that's not as healthy and try to make it healthier for your body, so you can literally still have everything and make it taste good so you can still enjoy it. And then I like fashion. I like thrifting a lot. And then I like resell clothes. I'm kind of known for like sometimes crazy outfits. And I like anything creative, anything artsy. Mamma Mia. Exactly, Mamma Mia. Anything that you have to use your head. I like real, like rich conversations. Not, I don't like surface level chit chat. I feel like life is too short for that. We can just dive in deeper and, like, you know, be real with each other's, be raw with each other's, be honest. Not, I don't know, I don't like the hi, how are you, you know, like give someone a hug and you actually don't like them and you actually don't give a damn about their life story. You look like cottagecore and steampunk. That's great. That's true. Actually, I have outfits of both. You know, I have those like really vintage like gunny sack dresses that are like the prairie dresses. I actually have one I got from a store downtown over here. I'm always looking for one. I'm always searching for them. When I was a kid, I would thrift them all the time down here, and I would wear them when I'm like 16, 17 years old, and friends would like make fun of me because they weren't cool during that time period. I always thought they were cool, and now they're cool now and worth a lot of money. And of course I don't have the ones that I had, but I went into that vintage store and it was like pretty pricey, but it fit me perfect. And so she's like, you gotta get it. And you know, it didn't take that much convincing for me to get it. But I do have a steampunk outfit that I was wearing on my trip to Florida. What day was it? I think Sunday. Anyways, I posted a live of like all the stuff we did. We were like shopping, went to an old bookstore. I don't know, like we went out to eat sushi and all this kind of stuff. And anyways, that outfit was very, I found it in Florida, very steampunk. And my dreads are like all crazy that day. Haters gonna hate. Yeah, that's for sure. I know. Like I think I got used to being like different and alone at like a young age. Like I never really fit in, and I was like fine with that. Now I think it's like a very negative thing to be part of the crowd. I don't know, maybe I swing too much that way. But I always just like stood out. Because I would say my family was like raised fairly religious. So we dressed different than everyone downtown. Everyone like recognized it, but the way that I acted or my character, like I was still friendly and I was still fun. So I still like drew people to me even though I looked weird. And then I just like, as I grew up, I embraced the looking weird part and loved it. And I just became like part of my character and who I am. And yeah, now I like it. Now I'm proud of it. But you know, when you're a teenager, you're like, oh dang, you know, I wish I was in that crowd. I wish, you know, that person had a crush on me or something, you know, just like everything shifts when you're adult, especially like, I don't know, there's like a rite of passage that happens at some point in your life. I don't know what age it is. I think it's like different from everyone, for everyone. Oh, but what was the other thing? Oh, the other thing that I like to, you look unique. You're being a fashion girly from a small age. That's true, actually. I remember like thrifting with my mom or like yard sailing with my mom. I used to, when I was younger, have this obsession with purses. I had this massive collection. I'm not really into them anymore because I guess a part of me is like tomboyish too. Because I also used to like climb trees and, you know, rip clothes and have patches in my knees. And but now I'm like, I have a purse that I use, like, and I use that purse for like a good couple months, and then I will shift. But another thing that I'm really into is like, you know, like health and wellness, and so like fitness and working out and all that kind of stuff. I haven't done it for a while because of my trip, but I've been doing yoga again, and that's really like, because of all the other stuff I'm going through, it's very calming. So I'm on day 3 of doing yoga for 30 days. And then sometimes if it's only like a half-hour session, I do Pilates. But I hate Pilates. It's so boring. I like the like weights where it's like heavy and hard. Like I'll take physical hard over mental hard all day. You know what I mean? The best thing is we have to spend most of our time with our loved ones and that we remember when we were in our 80s or 90s. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, I don't know. I have lots of loved ones and I've lost lots of loved ones, and I'm just like, for some reason, pulling away and into myself at the moment. I don't know why. There's just like, I had to grow up so young and have so much responsibility that I never got a chance for like childhood, and sometimes I act younger because of that. Like, I'm super responsible, but I don't know, there's just a lot of things that I'm processing through at the moment where I need like space, even though I love people. Like, I can't be like on top of people right now. Oh, thank you. You like my eyes? I'm surprised they still look like they have a spark in them today. I mean, there was no sleep going on last night. But, oh, yeah. You guys are good viewers. You're keeping the conversation flowing even when I'm like out of juice. Very good. I think have I seen you both? Yeah. Okay, because JK, you're a moderator. And Keshawa? Let's see. All right. Add as moderator. Standard. I just added you now because I know I've seen you in here before. And you seem to go with my channel flow as well. I mean, I like-minded souls, you know, people who are respectful, kind, looking for growth in their lives, can be encouraging, that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. And I'm just like, I'm really chill, laid back, free-spirited. I don't like actually, I do like when haters come in the chat because it's kind of fun. Kind of makes my day at like what someone is grumpily saying online, because they wouldn't say it to your face in person, and you know that. So it's like, you know, you want to have a little fun online? Okay, I'll have a little fun online too. And I'll go back and forth with you. So I don't mind that. You want to distract? Yeah. I was just like sitting here like, how am I gonna get through this day? I think the pressures of like responsibility are catching up to me. And I did something really dumb I am very responsible, and then I did something really dumb, what was it, like a couple days ago, and I couldn't believe I did it, and I maybe like blew a shot at something that I was really looking forward to, and I was just like embarrassed. And then like my kid was there, and then I was just like, oh, that is so not me. But I've been used to like being so mature and so responsible for so long that I just like, I took a day off, and I was stupid. I was so stupid. I don't know, kind of beating myself up over it. But I guess you can't take it back. I guess, you know, you can just not repeat the same mistake again and do better. Do better, Sylvie. That's what I tell myself. But it's a beautiful day. I can't stay sad for ages. And the fact that I stayed up all night might mean that I'll get to bed early tonight. I doubt it, because who knows how long the dreads are going to stay. It was very unfortunate timing. Like, no joke at all. Like, I literally got my dream job interview, and I might have botched it. So that wasn't cool at all. Like, out of all the places I wanted to work downtown, when I got a call from this lady, and then she saw my resume, and then she was really impressed, and then I'm worried that when she saw me in person, she wasn't that impressed. And I normally, like, if I get an interview, I normally get the job. She didn't say anything at all, and then I called and double checked, and then they were like busy. So I'm like, oh, out of all places, like, you know, if it was some other place, it'd be fine, but that's really what I wanted to do. So I'm just sitting around waiting and like crossing my fingers and crossing my toes and hoping that I didn't botch it. But I don't know. Gotta learn how to, I have a lot more grace for other people and their mistakes, and I gotta learn how to have that same grace for myself and like forgive myself, you know? because I'm not hard on others, but I am hard on myself. She judges you, she should respect the talent you have. Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, like, what is freaking crawling on me? You guys are like seeing me on here, but if I tell other people, like, you see my interactions with you and probably think it's all right, right? But if I tell other people that I have a YouTube channel, they probably like think it's a joke, like, yeah, right, you have a YouTube channel, like, wait, how many subscribers do you have? And then when you're like, this many, they're like, oh, well, you're nothing. I mean, even though I've been working hard at this and doing fairly okay on here, in the large picture of things, it's not that, I don't know. When you're 95, 100 years old, look back over the course of your lifetime, you're not going to wish I owned a better phone, wish I spent more time on the internet, wish I spent more time at work or sleeping. It's not going to be any of those things. I wish I spent more time with the people I love. I know, but like, what about the part in your life when it's shifting and the people that used to be relevant in your life are no longer relevant? Like, there's some people who are always relevant, like family, but then there's some other people that come in and out of your life. Like, at one point in time, this person was my best friend, and now they're no longer there. They have moved on. They have a totally separate life. We bump into each other on the street, and it's not even that close. But, at a certain time in your life, that person meant everything to you, So, like, it comes in waves, the person that means something to you and that you love. And it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of things about having people close to you and people that you love that are just like super complicated, and it's always shifting. So, yes, it's important to spend time with people you love, but sometimes those people, like, they don't have your back, and they won't always have your back, and it's like conditional. Like that. That's actually something. Crap. And everyone ran away. I do not want to cry anymore today. It's just because I'm overtired. So, I mean, I swear I'm not on my period. So, gestures and people are things that matter. Don't worry too much. We just move on. Love, I understand you're going through. Yeah. Oh. I always saw other people cry online and be like, is that genuine? It's just something that crossed my mind because I don't normally cry. And I didn't know if, like, people were doing it for, like, more dramatic effects or something. And now here I'm doing it. But, like I said, single most important thing to your life. It's the source of all your best memories, source of all your worst memories. Whether relationship's awful or good or great, we don't like endings. We don't like lose things. Especially don't like... Yeah. Wow, you guys got it going on today. Shit. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I'll just say this live stream is better than my last one when I was down here. I think that one only lasted, like, I don't know, 12 minutes. And I was already goofing that one up. But, yeah, I mean, life is a learning curve, that's for sure. And as long as we're learning, but I don't know. I have to be super cautious about the people that I let into my life because I tend to, like, really trust people. And that's how I get, like, slammed or, hurt or in trouble. Because I'll just, like, give them myself, like, pour my energy in. So, I don't know. I'm learning to, like, preserve myself more. Dang, this is not how I normally do live streams. Trees will always listen. That's true. You man, if you just touch the trees, they feel amazing. They feel healing already. They're so freaking alive, and they live like so long. And their roots, like the area they spread out into, it's insane. But yeah, dang, I can't believe that. I just totally cried on YouTube. But trees, rocks, water, sand. Those are probably my best friends right now. The moon, the stars. You teared up? Oh my gosh. You know what's interesting? I never really cried along with, yeah, they are. I never really like got too emotional when I saw other people crying, except for my dad, which was interesting because he was one of the main people that made me cry. So it was funny, but like, because when he would apologize so strongly that it would make me feel his emotions. And then most other people, I mean, other times I was there for people when they lost someone close to them, and that made me cry. And then like, I don't know, there's this guy who I got to know when I was working at Walmart, whose daughter had cancer, and I was freaking like ringing him out at the register, and he's talking to me about his daughter. And you know, she's young, she's not that much older than me, and you know, my mother passed from cancer. So then I was trying to keep it light when I'm checking someone out at the register. Like, I had known him before, I had seen him before, but then I just couldn't help it. Like, I just started crying because like, wow, like I lost a mother, he's gonna lose a daughter. It's a lot. Oh, you're leaving? Sorry if that was too much for you. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. Don't leave forever. You said a great life. I mean, I'll be back here again. You gotta keep in touch and, you know, see how everything turns out. Yeah, I'm not trying to be emotional. I try to like stay away from them, shy away from them, because it's a lot. Like I said, I'd rather take on like physical hard tasks where I have to use my body, because I feel like I can actually, I'm never too much. Thank you. That is a thing that I struggle with, like people telling me. So it's like immediately, like if I have a negative interaction with someone, I like resort to thinking that it's like, oh, it's me being too much, because I've been told that before. But yeah, I shy away from the emotional side of stuff and the physical side of stuff. I feel like, because I feel like our bodies are actually like capable of anything. If we're healthy and if we're strong, like we can, you know, like those crazy survival situations where people are running in the war like spies, like the stuff that they have to go through, like our bodies can physically withstand so much. But mentally, people are always telling me like, oh, you're strong. I'm like, no, that's like a farce. I'm not that strong. I'm actually like super weak. I actually can't keep up with this. It's too much for me. And I'm trying to like tell them it's too much for me, and they're not like listening. They're not, because I'm very aware of like what I'm capable of. You know, mindset makes and kills a person. Yeah, that's for sure. Guys, my nose is just like running. Oh, dang. Don't look over here, buddy. But yeah, it's a lot. But in like 10 minutes, I'm gonna end this, because then I'll have done an hour and go and try to enjoy the rest of the day. Hopefully this little tear session has been like cleansing, and I'll actually be able to, you know, smile and move on and laugh with the day. I mean, I know my friend I'm meeting up with later will have some... No, I'm on for 10 more minutes, don't worry. I mean, you just missed me crying, so it's nothing to see here at all. This is the Bloom energy drink. It's one of my favorite things. Like, if I were to get a brand deal, I would want to do them, because I would never do something for money that I don't love and I'm not behind 100%. So I think that's something that someone could like trust in me, that stuff that I've already been having on my live stream for years, would be a good brand deal. Like this, and what's the Quest protein chips? I love those too. And I also got their like peanut butter cups, the Quest peanut butter cups. You will laugh and you'll be okay. Oh yeah, no, I know I'll be laughing later. Like I said, I'm gonna be meeting with a friend who's we've been waiting to like reconnect, and I'm really excited to like see her and talk to her. And then I have another friend whose house I'm going to, and then we're all gonna be together. So I know it's gonna be a good time. I just had to deal with like, I think it's the tiredness that's like hitting me, and all the stuff that's just, it's like one thing after another, like I've for years been going through stuff, and I'm finally facing it, and I'm not used to facing it, especially like everything at once. So, but yeah, I know I'll totally be laughing later, and I'm gonna soon climb back up the hill into town and go check in with my friend in her tattoo session, take some photos for her. What song do you listen to make you feel better? I don't know. See, I like Nako and Medicine for the People, because he has like really deep words to his songs, and I can listen to them over and over on repeat, and it brings up a lot of emotions and feelings. I wouldn't say it's like a happy, like necessarily uplifting song, but he has this lyric like, I'm a miracle made out of particles. I want to get that tattooed somewhere on me. But he has a lot of like, you can tell he's had a hard life. Like he talks about like his background, where he came from was like rape, and like how it brought him to where he was, and he can like sing about it, and he can like express himself, and it's a very like artistic, but it's full of like emotions and meanings. And I like just like hearing his life experience through the songs. I like when you can hear all the words, I also like a lot of like the indie folk stuff, the hippie stuff, and I like old-fashioned music, like what is it, the 60s and stuff, like the old, I don't know, romantic stuff with like the rich deep voices. She's definitely a death metal kind of girl, real menace to society. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that made me laugh, but no, I am not. I do not like anything loud and banging. I just sleep. Everything gets too much no matter what the situation. So I like to listen to music to go to bed, but it's normally those like healing frequencies. Yeah, no, if someone turns on metal around me, or even like freaking rock, I'm like, bye, catch you later, outside. Not doing this stuff. Wow, that was the shortest swim in all of society. They literally jumped in and jumped out. Yeah, no, I need to hear all of the lyrics. For me, if I'm listening to something, it's so I can hear it, or else why have something on? Like, preserve your peace, preserve your silence. That's really important to me. Like, she's a gift to society, at least to us. That's cute. That's sweet. Gosh, I don't think I've ever had someone close to me say that to me, I don't think I've ever had a friend say that. What are you doing? Are you freezing? Why are you hiding over there? There's a towel right there. This kid never gets out of the water. No, I don't know. There's a certain kindness among strangers that you don't have with people close to you, and maybe that's because they don't see your dark side as easily, because you don't have the history. I don't know. I just like know in relationships when someone gets hurt. You know, it's because there's a lot of history, and sometimes it's hard to move past that because of all the actual pain that you guys have gone through versus like starting over again. But I mean, sometimes you go through that pain in a relationship because you're gonna be better for the next partner. You know, like some people like mesh and some people don't mesh, and I don't know, you never really know how sometimes it's the right thing and sometimes it's the wrong thing. Like when I was working at the Walmart, the one lady was telling me like about her relationships, and I was like, so how do you know this person was the one out of, you know, compared to these other people? And she's like, because we never fought. We don't fight. It's not necessary to fight. I'm like, dang. I'm not like, that just blew my mind. I've not even heard of people saying that like that, because it makes perfect sense to me, just not what I've experienced. No matter what side you have, everyone deserves kindness. We can't know what everyone's suffering, so I don't discriminate. Yeah, that's true. That's the thing. Like, even when I see grumpy people, if I see grumpy people like in public, like when I was working in customer service, you know what? They probably have a lot going on in their lives. We can't be like, oh, whoa, why are they grumpy about returning this thing at Walmart? You know, obviously they want their money back. But like, what if they have literally no money in the bank and this was their last hope? You know, like, no wonder they're grumpy. That makes perfect sense. Because, you know, I've been there. And what's it, the Princess Bride movie, like the pit of despair, the depths of despair. Yeah, I've been there. Okay, I'm on for like 2 more minutes. Someone's dog just walked down here. Oh, hello. But yeah, almost done. I wish I remembered what this stone was called. Something with an M. Malachite? I don't know. But it's really pretty, the artwork on the back side too. What a day. Man. Malachite. Yes, mother of all stones. Isn't there a certain sort of power from it? I don't know. Someone told me that like people are scared to wear it because of the power. I don't know. Maybe he's just a good salesman. I don't feel anything. Well, maybe it brought up some emotions that I didn't know I had. It's poisonous. Oh dang, am I gonna pass out? If I fall over and die, who's gonna do mouth to mouth? Wait, if someone died from poison, can you even do mouth to mouth, or would you also die then? Because I'm pretty sure you might die. I know, like with snake bite and venom, you're not supposed to like suck it out, which obviously makes perfect sense. But I know if you like put charcoal on the snake bite, the snake wound, it will help pull the venom out, because lots of emergency doctors have said like it cuts the poison in half if you did that. Only if you absorb a certain amount. Okay, yeah, but if you like suck something, it goes straight into your bloodstream, right? Oh, shit. I might keep this going a little while longer for safety reasons. Okay. If some is poison, we can do nothing but call an ambulance. Well, oh shit. This guy is pretending to film the water, but I think he's actually filming me. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna keep my camera on for safety reasons. I was gonna cancel it, but I think he's on something. He came plowing down here. Last time I was down here, there was a girl that was swimming, and then there's this guy that was taking pictures of her. And her friend went up and confronted the old guy and was like, hey, did you just take a picture of my friend? And he's like, no, I didn't. I was like looking at something on my phone screen, but I'm like, no. So that's like always a concern. I don't know. I feel like at a more populated beach, you don't necessarily, well, maybe it still happens, but you don't see it happen. But at like a private beach, it's like you can't miss when something like that's happening. I mean, he's walking over there, but it's a little sketchy. Yeah. I know that's the good thing about a live stream is like, you know, because there's this one YouTuber girl that like got killed, right? I think her boyfriend killed her. And she made all these videos and she was always happy-go-lucky, but like the camera wasn't on when she got killed. And that's always like, I never share like location or any of that stuff, you know, like I talk about like my downtown or whatever, but like Instagram you can like tag people, like, or tag the location or whatever. Oh, what is this guy doing? Good thing my kid's there. Don't pretend. That's the problem with being like very observant, is like you catch all that stuff and then it's like, oh no, am I panicking? Or is it a real thing? But yeah. Come on, get your bike and get the hell out of here. Yeah. Tell off there. I will if I have to. But until something actually would go down, I can't assume. Oh. Yeah, I've had to do that before. Film someone instead. That's crappy. Go away. Go away. Bye. But I have to leave soon anyway, so. Let's flip the camera around for a sec. Dang, I don't think you can see anything through the bushes. Oh man, I heard, oh, there's a cicada up there. I didn't even know they were out right now. I love cicadas. They're cool. Yeah, I remember there was like, there was a story I heard about like a South African preacher or something. Like he was in a very dangerous territory of the woods, and he was like quoting Bible verses or something to himself, and he was like, Acts something something something, like he was referencing a certain area, and he was just like repeating it. He's leaving. He was repeating it over and over again to himself, and then there was someone that was gonna either like rob him or murder him, and then they got scared because they heard that, like the reference. Oh, what did you write today, John Doe? Hey, welcome in. I remember you were cicada sprawl. Yeah, I wish. I remember you were asking me something about Pixar dads the other day. I was like, I don't even know what that means. I mean, if like someone sketched like a cartoon daddy-o. Oh, man. Yeah, I found a shell of a cicada the other day, but I didn't know they were still like out and about. How often do they rise from the dead? Like how spaced out are they? Anyways, John Doe, are you going to share your poem, or do you share your poems on your channel? Like, channel activity. Dang, did you know that, guys? I can click on your names. Why are you afraid? Well, what's the point of telling us you wrote it if you don't want to share it? I feel like, you know, if you voice something, you should voice it all the way. That's okay. I've wrote poems before, and I've been afraid to share them too. Did you know that I can click on your guys' name and I can go to channel activity and see everything you guys have ever said to me throughout the history of our history? You just wanted to show off. I get the feeling. Do I do that? Probably. I'm sure we all do that. Or you want to tell someone news just so they're like freaking impressed. Yeah. You guys have helped. I don't know what I went through earlier in the live stream, but I feel my smile is coming back. So you guys have helped. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I literally just did it because I wanted to see if I could see like if John Doe had any poems on his channel, and then I just saw, what have you said before? Okay, I think JK. Let's go to, ow, freaking bugs. So I think you said, are you losing your voice? I can't hear you. Why are people asking the same question? Take medicine for a running nose. Bye-bye. Did you finish your shift at Walmart? Hi, Sylvia. That's an awful lot of snow. Where are your stars? What time is it there? Bye-bye. Hi, silly Sylvie. 14 years once. I didn't know that. Have I said that before? Oh, those were chats from last year. Okay, so you've been around for like a year. Okay, let's see what John Doe said. This is funny. I can stalk you guys. Okay, so John Doe, I only know how to express the music. I just wanted to learn expressing for a living. I don't jump out of planes or anything crazy, but I promise myself to never hold back on being honest with myself. But I remember you used to say that. I'm just a random stranger. I'm going to go impress everyone at the gym. Till next time. Do you like hot, mysterious men who like poetry? What about Pixar's dads? Canada's America's hat. I just wrote a cool poem. Too afraid to share. I wanted to show off. Sorry. Okay, this is interesting. Now I can go back and see everything you guys said. That means you should watch what you say. Dang, okay. That was fun. Now I have to remember that for myself when I jump in other people's live streams. I don't think a lot of my friends do live streams. I don't know, do you guys do live streams? But I've been in my friend Proud's live stream a good bit. That's it. Haters are done. I know, haters are done for. I bet. Oh my gosh. That's a nasty idea. It would be funny to like read through. I've actually seen famous YouTubers do it, read through their like hate comments and then like explain them, nitpick them, break them down. No, I don't mind haters. Like I said, I think it's a compliment. So, and I've had like people trying to hate on my channel and then say like, dang, you're no fun. I'm gonna go move on to someone else. Which is again, to me, a positive. So this is like almost at 70 minutes. So that's where I'm gonna end it. And then I'm gonna go goof off for a little bit, enjoy myself before I head back into town. I don't know about jealous, just, you know, like in different walks of life and different paths. And I have a little more freedom than some people. All right, so peace, guys. Catch you next time. Thanks for all the uplifting vibes and spirits, because I know I was a little boo-hooey today. So thanks for giving me back some of my energy and sharing it, making the world go round. You guys are awesome. So see ya. Bye, silly Sylvie.